I found a journal in this empty cabin. The handwriting was mine. I don't remember how I got here. This chalet cabin. It's definitely not mine. My head is just pounding this dull, steady beat against my skull. The last few days, they're a complete blank, a void. There's no phone, no car keys hanging by the door. No sign of anyone. Just this crushing silence from the snow-covered pines outside and the low groan of the wind against the windows. The only thing I found is this journal, just a plain leather book lying on the big wooden table. And the weirdest part is the handwriting looks like mine, that elegant cursive I was always so proud of. I don't know who I am, but I know this handwriting. It is the only thing I have, my only clue. I have to read it. I have to find out what happened. My fingers are shaking as I open it. The first page is dated 2 weeks ago. The words on the page are so happy, full of this light, easy optimism that feels like it's from another lifetime compared to the cold dread that's starting to crawl up my spine. Day 1 at the chalet. It's even more beautiful than the pictures. So remote, so quiet. The perfect place to get away from it all. Alex was so right to book this. 2 whole weeks of just us, a fireplace, and a sky full of stars. He's already outside trying to chop wood like a lumberjack, and I'm just soaking it all in. The air smells like pine and frost. I feel like I can finally breathe out here. There's this weird little carving on the mantelpiece, a sort of swirling spiral pattern. Alex thinks it's just old folk art, but it's mesmerizing. I feel like I could just stare at it for hours. This is going to be the perfect trip. Alex, the name means nothing to me, not even a flicker. I look up from the page, and my eyes scan the room until they land on the stone fireplace. And right there, carved into the dark wood of the mantel, is the spiral. It's deeper than I would have thought, almost like it was gouged into the wood. Seeing it for real sends a jolt through me. This isn't just some story. It happened. I was here. I was happy. And I was with someone named Alex. So where is he now? And what happened to wipe him? And this whole perfect trip from my memory. I turn the page, feeling a new kind of panic. This happy start, my gut is screaming that it's not where this story ends. I flip ahead a few days, the pages feeling crisp and loud in the silence. The entries are getting shorter. The handwriting isn't loose and loopy anymore. It is tight, cramped. Day 4. I don't know if it's the isolation, but this place feels different at night. The wind doesn't just moan anymore. It whispers. I keep hearing things. Scratching sounds on the porch. The floorboards in the attic creaking like someone's pacing up there. Alex just laughs it off, says all old cabins make noise, that I'm just not used to real quiet. But it isn't quiet. That is the problem. It's full of sounds, just none I can explain. He sleeps like a rock, but I lie awake for hours, just listening, feeling like there's someone right on the other side of the wall listening back. Day 6. The power went out last night for an hour. I've never felt a darkness so absolute. It was like being smothered in black velvet. Alex lit some candles, but the flickering light just made the shadows dance and twist into monsters. He tried to make a joke of it, but I could feel he was on edge too. When the lights came back on, the front door was unlocked. I know I locked it. I check it 3 times before bed. It is a thing I do. Alex said the wind must have rattled it loose. But that makes no sense. He's starting to get annoyed with me. He says I'm letting my imagination get the best of me, that I'm ruining our vacation. Maybe he's right, but I can't shake this feeling that we're not alone here. A cold sweat pricks my forehead. I read the words, and it is like I can feel the memory of that terror, that suffocating darkness, the sick feeling in my stomach when I saw that unlocked door. This journal isn't just a record anymore. It is a key, unlocking echoes of feelings I don't remember having. This man, Alex, he feels like a total stranger. First patient, then dismissive, now annoyed. The bond between him and me, the person who wrote this, is breaking down, strained by a fear he won't even admit exists. That fear feels real. I look around the chalet at the deep shadows in the corners, and the silence suddenly feels heavy, watchful. I keep reading, my heart pounding in my chest. The entries are daily now, each one more frantic. The story is picking up speed, spiraling down into pure panic. Day 9, I saw someone. I was looking out the kitchen window, just staring into the woods, and I saw a figure. It was standing between the trees. It was tall and thin, unnaturally thin, and it was just watching the cabin. I screamed for Alex. By the time he got to the window, it was gone. He went outside to look, but there were no footprints in the snow. None. He looked at me like I was losing my mind. He said I was hysterical. But I saw it. I know what I saw. He's been drinking more the past couple of days. He keeps saying everything is fine, but I see him. His eyes are always scanning the woods, especially when he thinks I'm not looking. Day 10. Alex is changing. It is not just that he's angry all the time. It's something else. The way he looks at me. His smile is empty now. It doesn't reach his eyes. Last night I woke up and he wasn't in bed. I found him in the living room, just standing there, staring at the front door. He didn't even flinch when I said his name. When he finally turned around, his face was so pale and his expression was just blank. He mumbled something about checking the lock and went back to bed. He didn't say another word. Day 11. I locked myself in the bathroom. I heard something inside the cabin, a slow, heavy scraping sound from the living room. It wasn't Alex. He'd gone out for firewood hours ago. I just sat in the tub, holding my breath, listening to that sound drag itself across the floor. It went on forever. Then silence. I waited until I heard Alex come back, his boots stomping the snow off. I didn't tell him. He wouldn't believe me. He'd just give me that look again, the one that says I am crazy. I slam the journal shut, my breathing ragged. A floorboard creaks upstairs. My head snaps up, eyes wide with terror, staring at the dark staircase. It's a faint sound, the kind of noise you could tell yourself is just the house settling. But I can't not after reading that. I'm not just reading a story. I'm living in its last unwritten pages. The scraping sound. Being watched. The person I was supposed to trust becoming a stranger. It's all here. I have to know how it ends. Swallowing the fear in my throat, I open the journal again, my hands shaking so badly I can barely turn to the final entry. The last page is a disaster. The handwriting is a chaotic scrawl. Words stumbling over each other. Sentences cut short. The ink is smudged, maybe by tears, maybe by sweat. Day 12, he knows. Oh God, Alex knows. It's not the house. He finally told me. He trapped me in the kitchen, and he was crying. He asked me what I do at night after he falls asleep. He said he's been faking it, watching me. He said I get out of bed and just stand by the window, that I whisper to the dark, things in a language he doesn't know. He said last night he saw my face in the moonlight and it wasn't me. He said my eyes were wrong. The next part is almost unreadable. He locked the bedroom door tonight. I heard the bolt slide. He wasn't trying to keep something out. He was trying to keep me in. He thinks I'm the thing from the woods. He thinks I'm the one making the noises. But that is not possible, is it? How is that possible? I'm so scared. He's scared of me. I can hear his breathing on the other side of the door. The rest of the house is so quiet now. So quiet. I keep looking at my hands. They feel strange. Strong. I don't remember bringing the axe in from the woodpile. Why is it leaning against the nightstand? Alex, please open the door. I just want to talk. The journal stops there. That last terrifying sentence just hangs in the air, thick and heavy. I let the journal fall from my numb fingers. It hits the floor with a soft thud. The axe, my eyes dart around the room, desperate. And there it is, leaning against the wall by the cold fireplace. An axe, the blade is clean, catching a faint glint of light. I look down at my own hands. Clean too, no blood. No proof of what the journal is screaming at me. My eyes are drawn back to the staircase, to the second floor, to the bedroom. One of the doors up there is closed. I can see it from here. It looks heavy, solid. Is it locked? Is it locked from the inside? The silence in this chalet isn't just an absence of sound anymore. It's a presence. It's the silence that comes after the screaming is over. The blank spots in my memory, they aren't a void. They're a wall, a mercy, hiding the truth of what happened here. I am the monster. I was the monster all along, and the scariest part isn't what I've done. It is the ice-cold certainty that I could do it again. I am all alone in this house, and I am not safe from myself. Thanks for listening. If this story got under your skin, make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what happens next. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. What would you do if you found that journal? Until next time, stay safe out there. And whatever you do, don't look too hard into the shadows. You might just see yourself looking back,